What's going on, everybody? It's Chris Wagner at Wagner Law out of St. Pete, Florida, where personal injury is personal. And today, going to talk about uninsured motorist coverage. So, what's uninsured motorist coverage? So, uninsured motorist coverage is an insurance that you can purchase that is kind of complementary to bodily injury coverage, which I've talked about in another video. If you don't know what that is, check out the video. It's only 2 minutes long and it explains it. So, uninsured motorist coverage basically fills in the gap. If you're involved in an accident and you get hurt, and the other person who hurt you doesn't have enough insurance to cover your medical bills or your lost wages or whatever damages that you may have suffered as a result of that accident, if you're still footing the bill from that accident, the uninsured motorist coverage fills that gap. So the best way to describe it is, let's say that you're sitting in traffic at a red light and somebody just pops you from behind, isn't paying attention for whatever reason. Maybe they're on their cell phone, maybe they're speeding, maybe they've got kids in the back or whatever they're dealing with, and they just hit you. You get pain in your lower back, you get pain in your neck, maybe your knee hits the console, whatever it might be. You get hurt, you get into an ambulance and you go to the hospital, they take x-rays, they do their evaluation, and then a few days after that, that pain in your neck is just not going away. It seems like it might be a little bit more than whiplash, so you start going to a chiropractor or a physical therapist or whoever it might be. You start racking up medical bills. Maybe at the end of that 3-month period, you've seen an orthopedic surgeon or you've seen a neurologist, whoever, and now you've got yourself $50,000 in medical bills, and you're like, I don't have $50,000 lying around in my bank account to pay for all of this stuff. This isn't my fault. So the first thing you do is you go to, John Smith, who hit you, and you say, hey, can you cover this $50,000 in medical bills? And John, pulls out his insurance policy. His insurance policy is only $25,000, and he says, here's $25,000 for your insurance for my insurance policy to help you with your bills. I don't have another $25,000 lying around in my bank account, so Godspeed to you. So now you've got $25,000 in medical bills or damages that you still have that gap that you need paid. That's what uninsured motorist coverage is for. It helps to compensate or it helps to fill in that gap between where the person who hit you was able to fill. So they only had $25,000 and they don't have a penny more. You can't get blood from a stone. So then you have this extra insurance there to help fill in that gap so that you don't have to come out of pocket for it. So in the state of Florida specifically, you're not required by law to have uninsured motorist coverage, but it is a very good idea to have it, because you would be shocked at how many people roll around with only the minimum, $10,000 or none. They're disobeying the law and they have zero insurance coverage. If you get into a serious accident or even kind of a moderate accident, it's not unheard of, to have $25,000 in medical bills, on moderate accidents in the state of Florida. So it's a good idea to have that uninsured motorist coverage as a just in case. However, the law in Florida does require insurance companies to ask you if you want it. So you have to decline it. Anyways, that's uninsured motorist coverage. There's a lot more nuance to it, but that's the basics. So I hope this is helpful. Talk to you guys later.